this is Country Gamer 991 and we are back. Like always, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Check me out on Instagram and TikTok at Country Gamer 991. Make sure to like and follow. And check me out on Twitch at CBCS5432 and Rumble at CBCS54321. Let's get into it.
Welcome to Capsized Charters. Yeah? So... Yeah? 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 Yeah?
Welcome, welcome, baby. I'm waiting on you.
So...
Sorry, I was trying to pay this bill.
You trying to what?
Pay this damn bill, so apparently it's one of the the toll bills that we had from when we went to damn...
Soon I'll get back on the touch that! Not unless you think you're tough enough to track down the man I'm hunting. Everything I know is in that logbook. I'd find him myself if I had the money to get back on the waves. But for now, I'm just another landlubber selling tours.
Ah, Captain Capsize. I see you've already settled in and started making friends.
I don't want friends. What I want is someone willing to drag that pirate pretender back to reality. Then he can have a long and meaningful conversation with the sole of my boot.
Which won't happen unless you take the time to explain our situation. A while ago, I invited a pirate named Guybrush Threepwood and his wife, Elaine, to celebrate their honeymoon here on the Sea of Thieves.
You mean a fraud named Guybrush Threepwood? Though I'd also accept liar, imposter, figurehead thief.
Guybrush accepted my invitation, but his ship never arrived. After a while, I began to fear the worst. So I began making inquiries in the Sea of the Damned.
And found me stuck there, sailing in circles in my old glass-bottomed boat. Something that looked like it anyway.
A memory of yours made real by the Sea of the Damned. In that realm, people and places from long ago can come back to haunt you, mingling with all the hopes and dreams in your heart. I fear that Guybrush has become trapped in memories of his own. Memories of a distant pirate sanctuary known as Melee Island. If he is not rescued, he will remain sealed in a dream world for all eternity, surrounded by fragments of his past. That is why I have asked Kate to recruit pirates who are both willing and able to broach the Sea of the Damned and save Guybrush.
And then everybody here will see what a pathetic dope he really is. It's a good plan. Think they can pull it off?
I believe they can. Kate learned of Guybrush's whereabouts, but was never able to reach him. You will be sailing into uncharted territory. On Melee Island, things may be very different from the Sea of Thieves you know.
Which is why you should take my logbook. But don't lose it. Once Threepwood has been rescued, I'm going to make him eat every last page.
You should keep an open mind, Kate. Out here, Enemies can enter the same tavern and depart as friends.
When it comes to Guybrush Threepwood, I don't need an open mind. Only a closed fist. Well, don't just stand there. Sail through that archway and find Threepwood. The logbook I gave you has everything you need to know.
Too bad you can't double seal it. We're not doing the world event, we're doing the tall tale. We are. It's not a world event. Yep. Kind of like the words that we used to get through with David Jones. Ooh, spooky. Shit!
Dear Diary. Wow, what an incredible end to an amazing adventure. I outwitted the evil pirate LeChuck, caused an avalanche,
Apparently not.
and lived to tell the tale. Even better, Elaine and I finally got married, and all of our friends were there too. I don't think we've ever been happier. Now all we have to do is set a course and begin our honeymoon, sailing on the Sea of Thieves. To get there, we have to pass through the Devil's Shroud. Elaine says it's no big deal so long as we follow the map, but I don't know. I miss seeing the stars. I had the nightmare again. I wake up in our cabin. Elaine is gone. And at the end of my bed, LeChuck is there, laughing at me. It's crazy, I know. I left him buried back on Monkey Island, but why does it feel so real? I can almost hear the laughter. But when I did get back to sleep, I had a very different dream. I was back where it all began, on my quest to become a legendary pirate. Back at the start of my very first adventure.
So, do we need to lower our anchor when we come to this island?
We ain't even anywhere close yet.
I know, but I just do we need to lower our anchor to make it to the island.
Probably. And yep, no. Land ho.
Man, how? Fuck that land. We gotta fix it. Oh!
I don't think you can damage a boat in
Yeah, you
Talta.
can. I just gotta fix it. Okay, where we going here?
Hey, do you mind? I'm dealing with a professional crisis here, and I don't need to be interrupted by every passing pirate. Go.
Come back later. Hey, we're kind of in the middle of something right now. If you're new in town, you should stop by the Scum Bar and take in the...
Shh! There's this weird-looking rat running around, and we're trying to catch it. It might be our ticket to fame and fortune.
I don't think so, stranger. This ain't Wally's Duff Map shop no more, and that means it's off limits to the likes of you. Gubernatorial guards only. And since I don't see no uniform, and you also look like you're alive, I'm thinking that means you ain't exactly a guard.
Wait just a second. By order of the governor, mischievous potions and all forms of mojo magic are now banned here on Melee Island. That means this shop is permanently closed for business.
Looks like we're looking for a bar, maybe?
And where do you think you're going? Yeah, you and everyone else on the island. The governor's mansion is off limits to anyone who hasn't got an official invitation. If you can't show me something to prove you're expected, you can turn right back around and skulk off like all the other pirates.
Are you a visitor? It's been so long since I've had anyone but Captain Coco to talk to. That would be great! But I don't know how you would. The sheriff has all the keys, and I haven't seen him since the governor's guards moved in. I don't know, Otis. Those locks look pretty rusty. I bet you
Welcome.
can blow them wide open. That is a great idea. Oh, shucks. You said good luck. Oh, there was a...
'Cause I found some kind of claw hammer. How the fuck did you get all the way up there?
I went up the mountain, but now it won't let me come down.
What the hell, baby?
There we go. I figured out how to get off the mountain.
I'm exploring this town trying to figure out what the hell to do.
I went all the way up the mountain because I thought there was something up there. I've been finding pieces of 8 though.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Want to see something hilarious? There's a pack of piranha poodles in this alley that can't stand the sound of this thing. Watch. Oh, what's the matter? Can't you reach your lovely bony tendons? All right, that's enough, you mangy mutts. Go lay down. I said that's enough. We guard the governor now, not you pathetic pooches. So get used to it. Now move along and don't start any trouble. I'm on break. I don't think so. And since I don't...
Yikes! Don't sneak my job, that's what. I'm the official lookout of Melee Island, appointed by... It's my job to keep an eye out for storms, incoming ships, and so on, and report them directly to the governor. Well, usually his guards nowadays. Your ship. No offense, but that's barely a rowboat compared to the sort of ships made famous by the legend of Monkey Island. Ha! The Sea Monkey. Well, now, that was a ship worth talking about. A fearless crew, a gallant captain, and the largest cereal supply you've ever seen. I don't so much care for chatting with the folks in town. Most of them just sit around telling tales about the legend of Monkey Island. I'd just as soon tend them a fire and stay out of trouble. But if you're looking for excitement, here's a little free advice, though, chum. Stay out of the way of the governor's...
Yes, sir.
You what? A ship, you say? Ooh, this could be serious. That's the last time I ever buy a secondhand spyglass. Don't sneak up on me.
What are you looking at me for? I think you just did. So what brings you to my table? Well, I bet I can guess who. All the tourists these days, well, too bad for you. The governor is a busy fellow. He's got to protect this whole island. You could try and make an appointment with one of his guards, but I wouldn't recommend it. A drink? Well, you could wait for the cook to notice you, but that could take all day. He has been rushed off his feet ever since word got out about the legend of Monkey Island and these pot. He is convinced if he can find the right combination of ingredients, he can create a signature dish so delicious, the governor will officially... Well, I heard he'd hired an assistant, but they never showed up for work. They are probably hiding after setting fire to a whole cargo ship. Anyway, if you want grog, just find a mug and sneak into the kitchen. That is what we all do.
Hands off! That key's for official town business only. Hands off! That key's for official town business only.
Back again? You're persistent, I'll give you that. Pay him no heed or he'll talk your ear off all night. Claims to hail from somewhere called Sailor's Grave, wherever that may be. Only when he starts up with a shanty. I never heard such a tuneless, talentless assault against the performing arts. He claims it's the best he can do on account of lacking a full set of vocal cords. But if you ask me, he's just doing it for the...
What be ye wanting? I assume you mean pieces of 8? That's the currency we trade in here on Melee Island, not gold or other such nonsense. The cook could have been persuaded to take you on, but he's already hired himself a new assistant, so you're out of luck there. Well, I'm sure if you keep your eyes peeled, you'll spot a few stray pieces of 8. Of course, a real pirate would notice more nefarious opportunities to fill their pockets.
Back so soon? You've plenty of questions, I'll be bound. Tests by which a pirate might prove themselves worthy of the title. There were 3 to be faced, spread across Melee Island. Trouble was, once word began to spread about the legend of Monkey Island and all that he'd accomplished, the trials looked pretty feeble by comparison. That we did, but no matter how dangerous, deceitful, and despicable the trials became, not one of them held a candle to the governor's heroic deeds. Eventually, nobody could manage to complete the trials, and the whole system was abandoned. Better to seek the governor's blessing.
Hey, you shouldn't be back here. Because it's the rules, that's why. Customers stay out front, where they can't mess everything up. Oh, right. Well, I guess you can look around. But don't touch anything. I want something fiery and hearty. Tough, too bad I'm still missing one of the... meat stew. When I can find the time to spice the meat, chop the veg, and add this special ingredient like I was told. Sure enough, the lady from the Mojo shop stopped by before the governor's guards closed her down with a box of root beer sprinkles. She told me to add them to the grog and anything I cooked to provide us all protection against insidious supernatural threats or something. Don't know why, but I hate to see good grub go to waste, and they don't taste half bad, so into the cooking pot with them. Can't help you there. I've just hired a new assistant, and they should be starting today. Assuming they show up for work. Don't know what the delay is all about, but I hope they remember to pick up their uniform from the general store. I've had it reserved all week. Of course it matters. Cooking's a messy business, and you need to look the part. I just hope they get here soon. As soon as they arrive, I'm going on my break. Yeah, in the barrel. But don't think you can just go helping yourself. It's the expensive, extra-strong Governor's Special Reserve. I got a batch of it in stock in case the legend of Monkey Island ever stops by for a drink. Think of all the tourists he'd attract. But you need a strong stomach for this stuff, or you'll be out cold before long. Anyway, forget about all that. And I've got my eye on you.
What business do you have with us now? Speak up and be quick about it. Aye, that they be. They've got their own pirate lord nowadays. And his name is Governor Guybrush.
Hey, you leave that skull alone. He's got a job to do.
I told you not to use his name. It gives me a toothache.
You'll have to forgive Murray. He and the governor had a falling out a while back. Something to do with a missing arm.
Missing? It was an act of theft and wanton dismemberment, and one day I shall exact my demonic... Of course, these gullible fools may think of him as a legend, but I am not deceived. I have spent years plotting... However, the customers and I have formed an eternal bond. They will never let me leave, not unless someone can provide a replacement. I am no mere decoration. We are the esteemed Skulls of Scum, stars of the most disreputable tavern on Melee.
Aye, this be a place so foul. Even the roaches have to hold their breath.
Probation.
I wouldn't drop the bone for you either. Being mean to the poor doggy. You gotta give him something.